they just posted up this picture with Frank looking dead into the camera saying he's here. He most definitely is. He's here and he's beautiful. And then a few minutes later, welcome to Tottenham Hotspur, Thomas Frank. Means business, doesn't he, Brian?
He does. I think he's trying to give off his funds from Happy Days look. But yeah, they were waiting to release this, and he does look super confident. Like you said, he does suit the badge. He means business, and it's go time.
And there's him holding up the shirt. Our new head coach, Thomas Frank. And you can tell just like he's really excited to be here. He's proud to be here. And we'll get into what he was saying in his interview, but it was one of the most perfect introduction interviews that I can remember, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it was, and like I said, we're going to look into it. I think it was a flawless interview. Paid respect to Ange, spoke about the club, spoke about a lot of things, and I'm trying to remember. I remember Jose's first interview being a pretty special one, pun intended, but it was a very extensive one.
The feeling of being new head coach is extraordinary. Really looking forward to this massive challenge together with a lot of good people. I only heard good stuff about all the people here, the training ground, the players, good squads, exciting, massive club. I think massive potential. So just super, super excited. I think as probably every boy or girl, I just love to play football when I was running around in my hometown. Probably pretty soon found out that I was never going to be a professional football player. So now and then I just started early coaching when I was 20 years old, and then I've been coaching for 30 plus years. First grassroots level academy football. Went into my first senior head coach job at Brøndby. It's a massive club in Denmark. Went to England on a journey, first as assistant manager and then the head coach, and had an unbelievable journey in Brentford. A fantastic time with fantastic staff, players and fans. I think the alignment is key from top to bottom, and of course it starts from Daniel and Vinay and Johan and me, and the more the four of us can be aligned, just like a unit and like an unbreakable unit. The stronger we will be, and there'll be ups and downs. I think it's right now it's a fairy tale. Everyone is happy, the sun is shining, it's fantastic, but we haven't played one game yet. Hopefully we'll win a lot. We'll work very hard every single day to make sure we create as many magic moments for the fans and put them together, and hopefully in the end of the season it'll be a very good season. But the alignment in terms of structure, processes, transfers, squad, playing style, culture, all that is key. I think in terms of my style of play, I'll explain it a little bit now, but I rather want to, how can you say, show it. You can talk a lot, but I think it's more what we show, what we try to do. But in few words, the intention is to play aggressive, front-footed football. And I know the ethos and the history of the club is massive on attacking football, and I think there's so much attacking talent in the squad. I'm very excited about that. They've clearly shown over the last 2 seasons that the ability to score goals is fantastic, and I'm very, very in on that. I love a team that is scoring goals. Very, very big on principles. What we do on the final third in terms of creating chances, crosses, bring balls in the box, play behind and stuff like that. I think it's key. So just want to build on that attacking football we already have here in the club.
So I think that's really important. Really important what he's saying about attacking football, front foot, aggressive. Because I think a lot of people's reservations about Frank at the beginning was, look at Brentford, they sit low block a lot of times, 3 at the back, fairly defensive. But I was always saying, like, his number one priority, if he can, is to play front foot, aggressive football, and attacking football. I know Brentford, scored one of the most goals this season in the Premier League, but they had to find other ways to win because of the club that they are, the resources that they do have.
Mhm.
I think it's really important what Frank's saying there. He gets what the ethos of the club is, and he buys into that ethos, and it's his ethos as well.
Very talented squad. I think it's a very good squad. Very excited about starting working with them. And of course, when you follow Premier League, you see the other teams. Of course, I've seen Tottenham. I've seen some fantastic performances from the team over the last years, and I'm very excited about that. So I think there's big potential in it. But of course, I'm looking for the outside. So I'm looking forward to get to know them, to be around them, to feel them, to understand them, to work with them on a training pitch. And that's where you really get the big understanding and understand the relationships between players and how you can get the best out of them. Of course, I got an idea already. My head is spinning. How can we play? How can we put them together and all that? But looking forward to that. When I say talented, it's also it's not only the young players. It's also some of the more experienced players. How can we get the best out of them? Let's say Dominic Solanke. I'm a big fan of him in terms of his abilities. I'm sure we'll make him score a lot of goals. How can we play, Bentancur, Madison? How can we get that? But of course, the younger ones as well. I think it's all players that we need to develop and make perform on the highest level. But of course, Bergwell, Archie Gray, Odegaard, Udogie, all of them, I think have a high ceiling. There's others I haven't mentioned. I mentioned the whole squad, and I'm looking forward to it. It's always about.
So, has he dropped a bit of a insight into transfer business and transfer dealings this summer? Because he mentions Bentancur.
Yeah.
Bentancur hasn't signed that contract. Do you think that means he's staying?
You'd have thought so, because certain players came to his mind. I mean, I'm delighted to hear what he said about Solanke, first of all. Again, if people have watched videos or haven't, he will get a lot more goals from Solanke, because he will have him playing up top.
I like the name dropping. It's interesting that he did mention Solanke, mention Bentancur, he mentioned Madison as well, right?
Yep, they're the three he mentioned.
But no Son.
No Son, no Richie, no Romero.
But Son's the club captain, right? Son's
Yep.
like the figurehead of the team. You would have expected him. Maybe he just didn't mention him. Maybe we're reading too much into it.
Yep.
Do you think there is something to read into that?
I don't know. I think Sonny, with all the, I think people will jump on that now, won't they? Because of all the rumours coming out, and it's right. That is something you got to think of. Is it 2 + 2 = 4? But he's obviously mentioned 3 players. I think more to the point, I think he's mentioned 3 players that are definitely staying and that he sees definitely in the future.